Now, I need to relax. So here, I'm going to read this nice and easy. All right, we all have heard the story, you can't judge a book by its cover. So I would like to read a book about Joe Biden. Once upon a time, there was Joe Biden. Old Joe, good old guy. Served in the employment of the United States citizens for a whooping 47 years. He filled a seat in Congress and served 8 years as vice president. And how exciting is it that during his employment, he was able to become a millionaire? Well, today Joe Biden is running for president of the United States, and he has invited Kamala Harris to run with him. Joe found Kamala sitting on the hill. Kamala, will you please come and run with me? They told me you would be the best. Me? Kamala almost seemed surprised. Joe leaned over to hug her, and after smelling her shampoo, he answers, they said you are the most radical woman on the hill, and they can control you, and, Kamala butts in, and because I am a woman of color? No, that's not what I was going to say, but you are a woman of color. So, Joe, what were you going to say about me? Joe leans back, scratching his head. I don't remember. Well, Joe, it doesn't matter. Oh, I bet they were going to say that I have a lovely smile. I just know that's what the news media will say after the debate, and of course remind them that I am a woman of color. Joe straightens the papers he held. Now, Kamala, I have to ask you a few questions. I already know the answers, what the answers are, because you have been vented by the deep state, I mean the swamp. So, where do you stand on the issue of the Second Amendment? You know, the one that gives that basket of deplorables the right to bear arms. I loved it when my friend Hillary called them that. Camilla crinkles her face as she leans closer and says, Second Amendment is part way out the door. Just needs my swift kick for the rest. And we can use our Democratic Party saying, gun violence is a public health epidemic. See, Joe, we have the power to fix this epidemic. We take their guns. Yes, and of course make it sound like we care for them. Remember how Obama and I, and of course Nancy Pelosi, couldn't have done it without her, how we ruined the healthcare system in this country? Yeah, making the way for our brother Bernie to help finish the job. All health care will be under the government's control. We will decide who lives and dies. And of course, everything, we will make it sound like we care for them. Now, as I remember, isn't that Nancy Pelosi who said, excuse me, we have to pass it to know what's in it? Joe laughs as he says, yeah, and I said, hey, Nancy, what's this important legislation of the American people? You make it sound like a Christmas present. Gotta open it to see what's in it. She frowned as I used the word Christmas. But I remember a time when Nancy smiled as she heard me on a live mic saying to Obama, that's one big fucking deal. Wow, you and Obama were really good at lying to those lower class people. Racist, that's what they are. Did I mention I'm a woman of color? Suddenly, Kamala yells, hey Joe, look, it's the squad. Those 4 radical women who have been in office for less than 2 years. And they are the smartest. They know much better how things should be done. And of course, what we should or shouldn't be doing. And the biggest, loudest mouth is the one everyone calls AOC. Can you believe a 30-something-year-old ex-bartender has the great wisdom to know what this country needs and doesn't need? Kamala, I'm speaking. I want to talk about me and my plans. Of course, I do want the radical ideas of the Green New Deal and my friends Bernie Sanders' Transform America plans in my administration, because Kamala, they are all so asinine. I got to have them. I've got to have them all. Their plans and mine will cost trillions upon trillions of the taxpayers' money, but I can cover the expenses because I'm going to raise their taxes a lot. They would need they won't need much money because remember, I'm giving them free health care. I'm following on to the Obamacare, but this time the nation will be totally under the government's control, and industries will soon follow. You and Mr. Obama were such good liars. Please tell me some lies, please. Okay. Well, in the past, some of our best lies were, if you like your doctor or your insurance policy, you can keep it, and your cost will go down. You know, Kamala, I'm going to continue those lies, plus add a few of my own, such as, I will fix the economy. Barack and I couldn't do it in 8 years, but I'll assure them, these idiots, I can do it now. They both laughed at the thought of the people falling for a wolf in sheep's clothing again. Hey, Joe, how about this for a lie? If you like your truck, you can keep it. Hey, that's a good one, Kay. Can I call you Kay? Your name is too hard to remember. Sure, Joe, but always remember I am a woman of color. And I am also a representative from the state of California. And you know there's an old saying, as California goes, so goes the country. So listen to what we've been up to. Just a few things. Well, for the environment, we cut off water to the people and to the farmland. Yep, we laid that land waste, but the little fish called the smelt is saved today. People's lives,